Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for clicking on today's video. If you're a newbie, welcome, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. It's haul time. You can tell I'm really excited. So, as I mentioned in my last video, yes, I'd been away for 6 months, but I had not stopped buying makeup. So, a lot of this is unused, some of it isn't. Of course, I've like dipped in and swatched a few pieces here and there, but I've got a whole basket full of new makeup that I want us to go through because you guys love these types of videos and so do I. So I think to try and make it manageable so that I'm not just kind of reaching in and grabbing for stuff any old how, I will go by category. So we'll split up the haul into categories. So, and I'll also try and put timestamps down below in case you're interested in a specific kind of update, then you know you can get that. Some of this stuff is like more new in terms of newly released. Some of this stuff is old stuff that I just hadn't gotten my hands on before or wasn't on my radar before, and then I suddenly got interested in it. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then just keep watching. But of course, I can't leave you past this point if I don't ask you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, follow, hit the notification bell if you'd like to get notified when I upload, and also follow me over on Instagram. Otherwise, let's get into it. Okay, so let's kick off with complexion. And for complexion, I've got a number of foundations and concealers to talk about, but let's start off with the foundations. I think I've got 3 different foundations. So the first of the 3 is this. It's the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. No, it's the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. See, it's because I use the concealer all the time that I got myself mixed up. But it's the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, and this is in the shade 620W. It's color correcting, full coverage with a natural finish. It has collagen, peptides and niacinamide and a broad spectrum SPF 30 included. By the way, as a tip, anytime you see that a foundation or a concealer or any kind of base product has SPF in it, please don't think that what you would typically use as foundation is enough to give you the right coverage. So this is more of a bonus because you would need to use so much of this to be able to get the right coverage. So this is more of a bonus to your SPF already. So don't ditch your SPF just because your foundation or whatever has it in. Always wear your SPF, and then this acts as a top up or a bonus to what you're wearing already. So I shade matched myself to this shade because Vanessa Gima, I think that's how you say her name, she's a Ghanaian American content creator, and I think we're pretty similar in skin tone, so she used this shade and so I decided to get it. Although to be honest, when I looked at the shades online, I wasn't convinced that this was gonna be my shade. I wasn't convinced actually that I had a shade. The shade range I think in this is not too bad. I'm trying to pump it out, but I don't know about this one. So that's it there on the back of my hand, and that's it blended out. I haven't worn this on my face yet, but I have swatched it before, and as you can see, it's a little bit, I would say, reddish. So I'm not sure how that will work on my skin, but I'm sure I could play around with it. The depth of it is not too bad, so I think I could get away with making that work. Yeah, so that's the first one that I got, and I can't wait to wear this because it had really, really good reviews. People talking about this being just as good, if not better than their favorite foundation or similar foundations that they've used. So I will be testing that out in a video. I might also do a full face of e.l.f. If you'd like that video, then please leave a comment down below. And I'll be asking you these questions throughout this video because you might want dedicated videos or you might just want to kind of see in something else. e.l.f. is one of those brands that has stepped up the game tremendously over the years, and I think there's enough in here for me to be able to do a full face. So there's probably a couple of extra products that I need to get. So if you'd like to see this as part of a full face, then let me know and I can grab those to make sure that you can see the full thing. Next up is another foundation that's been out for a little while, but I hadn't I don't know, there was just something that wasn't telling me to get it, but I woke up one day and I was like, I need this foundation. So I copped the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Freshwear foundation. Yes, I would have used it. The original Infallible matte foundation will have been used on this channel right at the beginning, and I was obsessed with that foundation. But I'm moving away from super matte foundations lately and moving more to more wearable, more skin-like foundations, and that's why I decided to reach for this. Again, the color that I've gone for is 525, and I think it's going to be okay, although it's probably a little bit on the light side and it looks a little bit like it's on the orange side. The back of my hand isn't a match for my face. Sorry, you can't see that. The back of my hand isn't a match for my face. But I don't think this is the right shade anyway. It looks a little bit too bright for me, and it might dry down, I don't know. But I think I might get rid of this one and look for a slightly deeper shade, which I think will be a little bit more flattering and easier to work with. So look out for that, because I will be soon doing a declutter and I will be getting rid of this foundation as I get the other one. The final foundation that I got is this one. It's a high-end one from Huda Beauty. It's the Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. It's full coverage. This is the newly formulated one, the one that doesn't have the scent. So I was really excited by this foundation when it originally launched, but all the reviews were giving horror story in terms of the scent being really overpowering, and I didn't want that much fragrance in my foundation, so I didn't get it. But when she reformulated this one, I think for non-Arab markets, I decided to get it, and I've gone for the shade 540G Truffle. I haven't shade tested this yet, so this thing is still absolutely brand new and clean. So let's do a pump of that as well. If it can come out, will it? Come on. It's the challenge with pumps. You have to get the air out of them, so it takes a little while. There we go. Oh no. Oh no, this is way too light for you, girl. So if other people are using this foundation, right, I tried to shade match myself to somebody that I use online who is usually a massive shade match for me, which is Cocoa Swatches. But honestly, this is giving highlighter shade. Hello? This is giving highlight shade. Thank goodness. Yeah, the scent is almost non-existent. There's like a tiny little bit of scent in the back of that, but it's not massive. Oh, that's such a shame. I could probably get away with that in the winter months, and I've definitely been in the sun this past weekend, and I've traveled and stuff, so maybe let me try it on my chest. You won't be able to see that, but oh, it does blend in on my chest. Okay. I could probably make it work, but at this moment in time, probably not. So what I'll do is I'll keep it and I'll try it out on my face one day, and then I'll decide whether I'm going to try a deeper shade or not. But definitely cannot wear this shade in, yeah, summer months or when I've been out in the sun. So no, but it feels pretty thick, girls. So I think it's going to be one of those that you like have to sheer out if you want a little bit more of a lighter feel, but it is a full coverage foundation, so fair enough. Yeah, I'll let you know. That might also be up for sale, this particular shade, and it's slightly more than your usual foundation. So you usually get 30 ml, whereas this one is 1.35 ml or 1.18 fluid ounces. So I'll let you know. See, this is the challenge of doing like shade matching online, but hey, you live and you learn. Okay, now those were the 3 foundations that I got, but I did also get 3 new concealers. 2 are in the same shade, so I got the same concealer but different shades. So these are the L'Oreal Infallible Infallible Fullwear foundation concealers. I'm stumbling over myself today. I got this in 2 shades. So where are the shades? This is in the shade Cocoa and this is in the shade Honey, because I wasn't so sure which would be the right one. But this is the shade Cocoa, which looks a lot like the shade that I wear in my e.l.f. concealer, the Deep Chestnut. And then Honey is a little bit more neutral, and also it appears a little bit brighter, I think. So there, yeah. So that's the two. They are super full coverage, you can tell just by swatching them. And they do feel a little bit heavier. They're not super light, but of course it feels different on the face as compared to when you apply it on the back of the hand. But I'll probably keep those to wear with the foundation itself, the Freshwear foundation, to see how I like that, but once I get the correct shade. And then I also got Maybelline Superstay foundation. No, oh, come on, Olivia. Superstay concealer, and this is in the shade 65 Deep Bronze. I haven't opened this yet. I used to wear, and I still have it actually, the shade Truffle in the foundation, but I'm actually just about to order a deeper shade to see whether I like that better or not. So it comes in a little tube like this. And that's, oh, interesting applicator. And that's the shade right there. That's actually quite nice. Yeah, I got the right shade in that. That's very wearable. It's pretty neutral in tone. It's not too golden and it's not too rosy, which I like, because then that means that I can, yeah, it can work with a variety of other undertones if I need to play around with it in terms of the foundation match. Still on complexion wise, two more products to talk about. One is this. It's the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. It's a liquid highlighter, and this is in the shade, what shade is this? Come on. Pure Gold. This is in the shade Pure Gold. I actually used it under my foundation today, and I like the kind of subtle glow that it's giving. I might try it on top of the skin soon as well, but I do like that. It dries down to a nice kind of coverage. It's not like super big chunks of glitter or anything. So I am enjoying this. And then the other thing that I want to talk about complexion wise is a setting powder. Now, I have already raved about this exact powder, but in a different shade. This is the Beauty Bakerie Flower Powder. And the one that I love, that I use every day, the one that I've used under my eyes, is the shade Almond, but this is in the shade just below that called Plantain. Plantain? I don't know how you say it. It's like a banana-ish powder. You can see it there. I kind of like that they called it Plantain instead of banana powder, keeping it kind of to our African and black roots. So I use this just to add on top if I want a bit of extra brightness to my under eye, but I wouldn't typically use this on its own. But I love this powder. It's so nice, and it's so finely milled and goes on the face, and just, it's so silky. Like if I touch my under eyes right now, super silky, super soft. So love that. Okay, now what do we do next? Yes, we're still on the face, so let me stick to that. I've got a ton of blush products. Oh, guys, I'm obsessed with blush, like literally so many blush products. Let's start with the one that you might be familiar with, and it's actually the one on my face today because I've talked about this in another shade, and this is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse. It's essentially like a creamy whipped liquid blush or cream blush. Love this formula, which is why I went out and got this other shade, because I was just like, I need it in my life. And it's called Almost Famous, and it's a beautiful kind of like bright tangerine orange. This shouldn't scare you, even though it is pretty bright. You can use as much or as little as you like, and if you kind of work with it before it dries down, you can also shear it out. So I've been really enjoying this formula on my face, and it leaves a beautiful kind of satin finish on the skin, not matte. So that's why I have loved it. So I would highly recommend that in whatever shade you can get it in, because it's mwah, chef's kiss. Yeah. So while I was buying that on the NYX website, I also picked up two blushes. These are powder blushes though. From the regular Sweet Cheeks line. So Sweet Cheeks is basically the blush line for NYX, and they brought out that kind of cream blush, but the original ones are kind of powder. Sorry, they're not kind of, they are powder ones in compacts like this. So I got two shades. One is called Bang Bang, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. And this one is called Boom and Bloom, and it's like a really deep purpley, yeah, like a really deep purple blush. So I'm going to swatch these for you. This is Bang Bang. It's just a beautiful cranberry shade, which is gorgeous with the right look. And it has sheen, but not glitter. So it means that your skin just looks gorgeous and it's not like a basic flat kind of a blush. I haven't worn this yet. I've only just swatched it. So really looking forward to putting it together in a look. But just look at that. How gorgeous is that? And then this other one, Boom and Bloom, is a matte one. And I saw this swatched somewhere and I was like, I think I need it in my life. Yes. Yes. Let me add a little bit more on so that you can see it, because it is quite deep. It's a deep purple. It's so rich, so beautiful. And I think with the right look and kind of pared down and maybe just a very nice fluffy lash and a very neutral lip, this would look beautiful. All right, still on the blushes, let's move on to e.l.f. So I have two e.l.f. blushes to show you. One is actually a multi-stick, so it's not necessarily just for blush. And that's this, it's the e.l.f. Monochromatic multi-stick. And this is in the shade Luminous Berry. Can be used for blush, can be used as eyeshadow. Basically, use it wherever you would like to use it. But it's a beautiful berry shade. It's kind of like if these two NYX shade had a baby, because it's kind of in between in terms of tone, and then it also has a little bit of a satin kind of finish to it. So you blend it in and you can buff it down if you want to have it like a more sheer or whatever, but I'm really enjoying that. And then I got, let me get it out of the packaging, a putty blush. So e.l.f. came out with putty blushes. They're basically cream pot blushes. And this is in the shade Maldives, I believe. Yes, Maldives. I'm waiting on the brush for it to arrive. But it looks like that. Where do I put it? I'll put it here so you can see it. No, let me rub it out first. So it's kind of like a, oh, I don't know what shade I would call this. Yeah, it's just like a beautiful deep red, maybe like a cranberry red. Can you see it on the end there? And I love this putty formula because it goes on like a cream, but it dries down to kind of, oops, sorry, it dries down to a kind of like satin matte finish, which is beautiful. By the way, most of these products, if not all of them, are either readily available on Cocoon Beauty, or you can pre-order them on Cocoon Beauty. Or if you like a particular product but you want it in a different shade or a different product entirely, yeah, we do offer pre-orders as well. So just to let you know, like, where are you getting all of these from? They're available, or can be within quite a short time. Do I have another blush? Yes, all right, yeah, so I have two more blushes. I'm obsessed, so I have two more blushes. The next one is this, it's the Juvia's Place Blushed Rouge. Oh, is that what it's called? I thought it was called Blushed Rouge. Anyway, Blushed Rouge palette in the shade Volume 1. So there's two volumes to this. This one, they all come with two blushes and a mirror. So this is the deeper one of the two. I haven't swatched this yet, so let's go ahead and do it. So there's this orange shade at the bottom. I'm sorry, the back of my hand is still a little bit damp from removing the other shades of blush. Oh, but that looks really nice. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's nice. That's that beautiful flushed orange shade. And then there's a kind of like mauvey, purpley pink. Oh, that's nice. So that's the two shades right there. I love that this is like compact and you can carry the palette and you can see kind of everything that you need to see. And that's really, the powder is really nicely milled. It's like nice and soft, which makes it really easy to apply and I'm sure to kind of blend out. I've packed on the colour just so that you can be able to see it on camera, but of course you don't have to put on that much if you don't want to. So then the final blush that I have is this one from Colourpop. And it's part of their Wild Child collection. They came out with this collection that was called Wild Child. It had a lot of shades and products that were more suitable for deeper, darker skin tones. So I got this blush in the shade Trippin, which I believe is the darkest one, although it isn't really that dark. Actually, when you look at it in the pan, it looks a bit like it might be a highlighter, but let's see. Let me swatch that. Yeah. Okay, it's not bad. Let me try and pack it on because I don't know how much you'll be able to see on camera there. It looks a little bit like a highlighter, and I think that's probably what I'll use it for, or like as a blush topper on top of blushes to kind of lift and add a little bit of dimension to. So, okay, that was on sale, so that's why I picked it up. That's nice. All right, we're about halfway through. Okay, so I can see what's next, and that is eyeshadow. So I think I've got 3 different eyeshadows to show you, 2 palettes and 1 single. The palette is what's on my eyes today. I've gone for like a really simple kind of look, and that is the Juvia's Place Chocolates palette. Looks like this. So I dipped into the lightest shade. There is what's highlighting my brow bone. This is in my crease. This is on my lid, this kind of deep shimmery shade, dark brown one in the middle. And then this is what's in my outer V. So I used these 4 shades here. Oh, and a little bit of this to kind of smoke out my lower lash line. The only one I haven't used so far is this one. As with all Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes, impeccable pigment, really nice and creamy soft shadows that blend out really well. This comes in a ton of different shades, and we have so many of them over on Cocoon. So if you're looking for this or the other ones, then go check that out. They are really, really good. Then I got an eyeshadow palette from Dose of Colors. I've had my eye on this for the longest time. This is the Dose of Colors Sassy Siennas palette. And ooh, I haven't swatched or used this yet, but that's what it looks like. How beautiful does that look? So it's like all oranges, peaches, and these lovely deeper brown shades, and it comes with this small eyeshadow brush here and a mirror. I like that this is really compact, but it's wide. I like the wide mirror because then you can see past just your eyes. Sometimes it's really hard to do your eyes in context of your full face when the mirror only shows like a little bit. So I like that this is quite wide because then you can see your entire part of your face as you do your eyeshadow. So I'm really looking forward to using this in a look, and I like that this is probably a palette that you can just pick up and go and have as a complete look because it has all the different shades in. These are all matte though, so there are no shimmer shades in here, just to be aware. And then the final eyeshadow that I got is a Super Shock shadow from Colourpop, again from the same Wild Thing launch. This is in the shade Basic Instinct, and it's just a really nice kind of coppery brown. Oh, so nice and warm. Beautiful. While we're on eyes, let's talk eyelashes. So Ardell Remy lashes. I've got a pair on my eyes right now, which I think is the 776. And these ones here, which are the 780. They're a little bit more dramatic than the Ardell ones that I typically wear, but I like them for a little bit of extra drama and a little bit of extra glam. Or if I have a very simple kind of eye look or face, but I do want my eyes to be a little bit more dramatic, but I don't want to do that with eyeshadow, perfect to grab a pair of lashes like these. They are super easy to put on with that really nice thin lash band, which is what I love about Ardell's and why I keep buying them. So the ones that I've got on are kind of similar, almost even in shape, just a little bit more tapered towards both ends. But this 780 style is more of a cat eye shape, so perfect for like smoky eyes and stuff. So can't wait to wear them. And then Ardell have come out with something called Aqua Lashes. Now, Aqua Lashes are, they claim you don't need any adhesive, so no glue is required for these. You just wet the lash band with some water and it activates, I guess, a bit of glue on there and you pop them on. I bought these purely for gimmick sake, just to test out and see how good they were and how they would hold on. And I'll try them out maybe on Instagram and a little video, and then we can see how good they are. These are in the style 344. Mascara, Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. I literally just used this to do my makeup for the first time as I was doing the face today. Love this. Lengthening, and volumizing, but without clumping your lashes. This wand, oh sorry, yes, the wand is one of those plastic ones with the little nubs on it, but I don't know if you can see, let me just show you. I hope you can see that. It's really, really flexible, which means it gets all the lashes and you can separate really nicely. The formula is perfect straight out of the bat, which isn't always the case with mascaras. Sometimes I like mascaras after a couple of weeks, after they've kind of oxidized a bit and gotten a little bit heavier. This is perfect consistency straight off the bat, and I used it today. And I probably could have, if I wasn't doing a whole lash thing, have gotten away with just these, and it really amplified my lashes really nicely. So I'm enjoying that and we'll keep using it. Next one is some brow glue from NYX. They brought out this product I think a few months ago. Really like this. So it's basically a brow gel to kind of sculpt your brows and kind of keep them in place. It comes with a little tiny wand like that. The gel is clear, dries clear, but most importantly doesn't leave your brows looking crunchy or funny. Like, you know, some brow gels you apply and they mess up your brows. So this doesn't do that. I've used this both kind of before I put on my brow product as well as after, and I really, really like this. The other thing that I got is a pair of blending crease brushes from BH Cosmetics. I think they had a sale and on single brushes, and then I was like, do you know what, I've bought one of these before for my face and I really like that brush, and it's the same line, so I decided to get one of the pointed crease brushes. I haven't used this yet and I don't know why, because I have two of them, so I should definitely use. Oh yeah, that's good. It's really nice and soft, lots of good movement in that. This is the brush number 5, by the way, in the BH Studio Pro line. The last tool, while we're at it, is a sponge. This is from Dose of Colors. I don't know if I've shown this on this channel before, but I don't think I have. But I love this super, super pointed tip. It's really good for getting kind of under the eye, but the sponge grows pretty big as well. So you can use the butt for like blending out, and then you can use that pointed bit for kind of blending in the little nooks and crannies, and it's nice and squidgy, which so you can squish it and manipulate it to kind of get into the corners that you want to get into. All right, I saved the best for last, and that is lips. I've got way too many lip glosses in here to show you, and it's mostly lip glosses, so let's just get into it. So I'll try and keep it kind of brand. I'll try and group it by brand, which makes it easier. So I picked up 2 Revlon Super Lustrous glosses in the shade Blissed Out and Rose Quartz. These are kind of like glitzy lip glosses that I intend to use as a lip topper. So not necessarily to wear on their own, but more to kind of partner with other lip glosses. I bought these 2 entirely on a whim, but I think I prefer the shade Blissed Out because Rose Quartz has got quite a lot of pigment in it and is pretty light, so maybe I just use that in the center of my lips. But Blissed Out could probably be worn with just like a lip liner and no lipstick underneath if I just want that kind of gloss to go look. Next up, let's get to, let's do Maybelline. I got 2 Maybelline Super Stay Matte inks. I actually bought these from, I think Juvia were having an offer or something the other week, and so I picked up the shade Voyager and Pioneer. Pioneer is this gorgeous blue-based red. I actually thought it was going to be a bit brighter than that based on the pictures online, but it looks pretty. And then this is Pioneer, which is a kind of deep, almost like a purpley undertone in terms of what that is underneath. I haven't got a red that looks like that, so be interesting to see how I kind of partner that. Oh, where do we go next? Now we're getting into multiple categories. Oh, let me show you this. I can't remember whether I've shown you this on this channel or not already. I might have, but it's the Juvia's Place Cherry Love Gloss. It's a red gloss. I love a red lip, but I don't have many red glosses. This is just super pigmented, so beautiful. I mean, look at that shade. It's so nice. and feels really good on the lips as well. So Cherry Love, if you're looking for a red gloss, is one to look out for. Okay, then we get into NYX. So for NYX, if you watch TikTok, like if you have a TikTok account and you follow makeup accounts on TikTok, then you will know that this particular lip gloss from NYX is the Shine Loud lip gloss. This went viral when it came out because it has basically two ends. It's dual ended. So this side is like a matte liquid lipstick, and then this side is a gloss. But the thing with this gloss is that you apply it on top of this, and it's supposed to be non-transfer. So it's like a glossy lip, but it doesn't transfer. I haven't tried this yet because I wanted to try it on camera for like first impressions, and we'll probably do something for IG on this. So I haven't tried it yet, but I got the shade Goal Getter. This sold out in almost all shades, and it has been sold out back to back to back since it came out because it went viral. So I think I managed to snag a few of these for the store, which now have also sold out. But I'm trying to get some of the more wearable shades. So when they do come back in stock, I will grab a few if the concept proves itself. So I've not yet tested it out, but I will. So look out for that on IG. Okay, and then on to NYX. NYX came out with a ton of different shades in their butter gloss formula. So I love their butter gloss formula. You'll have heard of Cinnamon Roll, you'll have heard of Ginger Snap, Praline, Madeline. All of those are beautiful, beautiful kind of nude shades that they've had in their lineup for years, and are really affordable and great to kind of wear. The formula is really nice. They smell good. They're not sticky, but they came out with a ton of new nude shades. So I have them here, and I'll just do you a quick set of swatches. So this is the deepest one I think that they have, called Lava Cake. It's a nice dark brown. Then a Brownie Drip. And all of these are available on Cocoon. So if you see anything you like here, then just hit us up. It's kind of like a nice, it's just a nice nude. I don't know how else to describe it, especially for dark skin. It's a very nice, neutral, nice nude. Then there's Spiked Toffee. Spiked Toffee reminds me a lot of Praline. It's quite similar in color, but not exactly the same, but it's like a very pinky nude. The smell of these is incredible. They smell so good. And then the shade that I've got on my lips now is the shade Caramel, although I've mixed it with another one I'm going to show you from Dose of Colors, but that's Caramel. It's basically like a nice yellow toffee brown, like, yeah, just like melted caramel is essentially what it looks like. So the name is really like suitable on that one. And then this one is called Sugar High, which is a nice light shade. It looks a little bit like creme brulee, a little bit like Madeline. There you go. And there were a couple of other shades in between, but I didn't get all of them. So I got the ones that I think I would probably wear the most. So that's the lineup right there. And all of these are available. Then if I show you, I guess, the shade that I've got right in the center of my lips, it's a Dose of Colors Stay Glossy Gloss in the shade Macchiato. So it's kind of like Caramel, but basically a lighter version. More yellow, paler, so it goes really, really nice with that shade, or with a brown lip liner if you just want a little bit of extra brightness, but you want it to be kind of yellow in tone, then you can go for Macchiato. Then also from Dose of Colors, I got a lipstick. This lipstick was from, they had a collaboration or whatever with Disney. So they had shades for like Mickey and Minnie. And this is the shade Infinite. It's actually a satin lipstick. Look at that, how nice is that? It's like a nice deep chocolatey brown, but it has a bit of a red undertone. So it's almost like a purpley, reddy, browny shade. It's so pretty. And then it has a cute little Mickey Mouse logo kind of imprinted into the lip of it. Okay, 4 more lip products to show you. One is a lip liner. Maybe I can start off with that. This is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Cherry Skies. It's a red. Oh, come on now. Here we go. It's a red. Hope you can see it there. And I got this because I wanted it to partner with a number of different red lip products that I got from Dose of Colors. And that is these three. Those are these three right here. So I got 3 liquid lipsticks from Dose of Colors, all red shades, in the shade Kiss of Fire, Strawberry Pop, and Extra Saucy. So I'll kick off with Kiss of Fire and just put that down here. It's a really nice bright red. It has a little bit of blue to it, but not too much. I just think it's really, really pretty. Then the next one, Strawberry Pop. Strawberry Pop is like a pinky red shade. It's almost coral, at least it looks like that way on dark skin like mine. I thought that was like a bit of a different kind of red because I don't have that already. And then Extra Saucy is this one right here. So it's a deeper blue-based red. So those are the 3 that I got from Dose of Colors, all also available right now. So as you can see, I went quite overboard on lip products, but that is like my favorite category of all makeup is lips. So of course I went in hard on that. And I'm really looking forward to wearing all of these. I haven't even worn all of them out. I think I've worn 2 of the Dose of Colors, the reds, and I've worn maybe 2 of the NYX lip line butter glosses, as well as the cherry gloss. But most of the other ones I've just kind of been saving because I wanted to keep these products to haul for you guys. So I'm hoping you really enjoyed this video. That brings us to the end. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and let me know what was your favorite thing from this haul and what's been your favorite thing that you've bought most recently. So anything that you've hauled recently, let me know down below what you think of what that product is. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.